Bitcoin just broke out. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at some very important charts for Bitcoin, and we'll also discuss some of the top altcoins that I've been looking at. Bitcoin dominance. Everyone's excited about this Bitcoin pump ahead of Trump's inauguration, but Bitcoin dominance is still looking quite bullish. Now, there are some select altcoins that have been pumping in anticipation of this inauguration, and that includes, of course, XRP, which recently made a new all-time high. Yes, can you believe it? So many years later, XRP has finally made a new all-time high. Now, the next coin that's getting continued interest is, of course, Solana. Why are these coins getting so much interest at the moment? Well, as we mentioned on the channel earlier, there is speculation that Trump could potentially establish a reserve for US-based crypto companies, and as we know, the Solana and Ripple headquarters are based in the US. So a lot of people are speculating on these two tokens ahead of the inauguration. We can see that Total 3, which is all of the cryptocurrencies outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, on the monthly chart continues to print higher, and this is extremely bullish for the crypto asset class. This is why I'm always telling you to zoom out and look at the bigger picture, especially if you're not necessarily a trader. Because if we look at the trend on a weekly and monthly time frame, it's very clear that we are heading in the positive direction, and I'm expecting Total 3 to continue to explode into this new year, which will be very bullish for altcoins. But at the current moment, we can see that Bitcoin dominance continues to chop around, suggesting that most of the altcoins are still underperforming Bitcoin. And this is just a reminder when it comes to altcoins. If your altcoins over the course of the bull market can't outperform Bitcoin and give you better gains, then you shouldn't be allocated into those altcoins, because Bitcoin in this case would give you better risk-adjusted returns. There's no point in risking more with an altcoin, which, as we know, altcoins are way riskier than Bitcoin, and not get better returns. It just doesn't make sense. So always consider this when it comes to allocating capital to altcoins. Now, speaking of an opportunity for altcoins, this is not one of them that anyone is currently talking about. There's so much hype around XRP, there's so much hype around ADA, there's so much hype around Solana, there's so much hype around Sui. This altcoin is a very old altcoin, and it's potentially forming a double bottom pattern against its Bitcoin pair, which is extremely interesting for trading purposes. And this coin, as you can see on the chart, is BNB. No one is talking about it. Now, the reason why I look for these kinds of double bottom patterns is because it can certainly mark a reversal in the trend. And if we take a look at this chart, BNB Bitcoin has been in a significant downtrend since November of 2022. But it looks like we could finally be making a double bottom. We can see that the first low was set in December of 2023 on the monthly chart, and now it's looking like we're potentially setting a new low before finally being able to move much higher. Now, of course, this isn't a surefire thing, but we have seen these trends work out for altcoins in the past. And if we're under the assumption that altcoins are oscillators at best, meaning that they will never outperform Bitcoin over a very long period of time, it could suggest that this reversal is an excellent opportunity to get into BNB, which I am currently eyeing out. I think that if we move on lower and bounce off this current support level on BNB Bitcoin, it could be an insane opportunity to make some gains in the market where no one is currently looking. Now, speaking of altcoins, boy, do I have another one for you. Coinbase just added Toshi to their roadmap. And if you didn't know, Toshi is a meme coin on the Base ecosystem, currently sitting at just below a $200 million market cap. And as we can see, here's the official announcement from the Coinbase asset account on Twitter. This is huge news, guys, because Coinbase doesn't currently have a meme winner. Everyone thought that it would be Brett, which is currently sitting at a $1.3 billion market cap, but it hasn't been listed on Coinbase. And so the fact that they added Toshi to their roadmap caught everyone as a surprise, because most people that I know in the space were heavily betting on Brett. I got into Brett at around a $700 million market cap, thinking that it would be the meme of the Base ecosystem. But it's clear that Coinbase has something else in mind. Now, from a risk to reward perspective, I think that over the course of a year, Toshi will certainly gain a lot of market share from Brett, especially now that it's listed on Coinbase's roadmap. We saw this with other coins. When they get added to the roadmap, they tend to get a spike in their price, and then once they actually get listed on the Coinbase platform, the price skyrockets once more. I think that these are honestly attractive levels for Toshi, and no one knows if we could come back down and retest some of these lower levels. For now, it's been looking like a steady uptrend since it's been added to the Coinbase roadmap, and I wouldn't fade this project. I'm likely going to be shifting a lot of my Brett allocation into Toshi, expecting it to gain a lot of market share over the course of 2025. And just to put a little bit of a prediction on it, it's currently sitting at under a $200 million market cap. So if it were to reach the $1 billion valuation, which Brett is currently sitting at, this would be over a 5x over the course of the year. I'm personally betting big on this one. And these are some thoughts that I'm currently echoing, similar to Crypto Dan. There isn't a Base token, and there likely won't ever be. The closest exposure you'll get to betting on Base directly is the first meme coin launched on chain, named after Brian Armstrong's cat, Toshi. Soon to be officially listed on Coinbase. As we know, it's on their roadmap. Toshi has been on the radar accumulating for over 6 months now. The tourists left chasing the sub-tier Base memes, leaving only the strongest hands holding. The Toshi repricing begins now, and I couldn't agree more. And that sums up today's video. Bitcoin is looking strong as the market tries to front run Trump's inauguration, but we are now at key resistance at the top of this range, and it's decision time for Bitcoin. In the meantime, I spotted 2 excellent opportunities in the altcoin market that could be gearing up for an explosive 2025. One of them gearing up to be the #1 meme coin on the Base ecosystem after getting added to the Coinbase roadmap, that is Toshi. And the second altcoin that I have my eyes on is BNB, specifically because it's looking like it's going to make a double bottom on its Bitcoin pair. If you're looking to trade any of these tokens, make sure to sign up to Weeks, which is the first link in my description, and you can even earn a $20,000 bonus for signing up with my link down below. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.